Montague's message. May I respectfully remind you, my dear, that you are no spring chicken. You must try to pace yourself. The work you have undertaken to help release energy from many places in your world takes time, and is proceeding nicely. Opening vortexes worldwide in order to allow the good energy to flow freely is very worthwhile. Transforming the evil energy that was implanted in the most unexpected places is also of great importance. That you and our friend can do this together is good. You are certainly covering parts of the world that you never expected to connect with. If people could be encouraged to take up this work for the benefit of all, then the transformation of your world would speed up tremendously. Doing this opens the prison gates that have held you captive in a life that can only be described as a struggle for your very existence. The problem is that you have allowed an alien race to take over your world and make slaves of you. You are only now waking up to this fact, and you are looking for the answers. They are the 1% and you are the 99%. You do not need them, but they need you. As the light of truth is now flooding the earth, all becomes clear, and you can take action. Refuse to comply with their unrealistic demands. The main cash they use to keep you in check is of course money. They invented the money system for this very purpose. Banks have been their most useful tool, and they have used them against you in every possible way. Their great fear is that you will wake up and see what they are doing. They are parasites which exist on the suffering of humanity. You know what to do with them, you remove them and ensure that they never return. The door must be shut firmly behind them. They will go, for they cannot stand up to an awakened humanity. They are losing ground by the minute. They have satanically sacrificed your children so that they can drink their blood and eat their flesh, as that alone sustains them on earth. This practice can no longer be hidden. It has taken many years for this to come out into the open where it can be discussed openly. This, my friends, is one huge step forward. Do not allow this to be hidden again, deal with it. Your friends from abroad, as Veronica and I like to call them, are being vigilant. They are thwarting all attempts to start World War III. You have friends off-planet, as well as in the afterlife, who have devoted themselves to protecting humanity and the earth. Work with them and trust that your purpose at this time is to protect and preserve humanity. You want your children to have a happy experience on earth, not the nightmare that you have had to endure. You do not have to look for the parasites, for they are in your face, 24 hours a day, making demands on you. It is time to say goodbye to them. You must ensure that you never again allow yourselves to be smooth-talked into allowing them to get a foothold in the world. You want your children to be safe, and to have a life without fear, in a world where peace and respect for all of humanity is the norm. These parasites make the weapons that they want you to use on your fellow man. Think about that. They pay you to kill and destroy the rest of humanity. What other species on Earth would want that? War is used to wipe out humanity no matter how it is dressed up. When they cannot have a war, they ensure that there is famine, flood, or an outbreak of disease. These things create the energy of death and suffering which the parasites require. Humanity is waking up, and the Earth is becoming free of their control. You must now show the courage and the will to see this through. They can no longer use their old methods of control, so they are searching for new ideas. They find themselves exposed, without plans to cope with this situation, as it was never expected that man would wake up. After all, they have poisoned your food, air, and water, and filled your minds with absolute rubbish on TV and in the newspapers. They have controlled every aspect of your lives. Now, you are in a position to call them to account, and you intend to do so. This is your great opportunity to live life as it should be lived. The parasites will threaten you. So call their bluff, as they cannot hurt you without your assistance. You have the upper hand, so use it to free yourselves from the bondage of slavery. When the beautiful energy flows freely throughout your world, plants will grow, and you will enjoy good wholesome food. Drink water without the poisonous fluoride, and breathe unpolluted air once more. All the illnesses created by these despicable practices will be a thing of the past. They will go with the parasites, never to return. The Great Awakening is happening now, so keep up the momentum. The path forward has opened up before you, and all you have to do is say goodbye to the past as you create the future of your dreams. Do not be so foolish as to allow the parasites to threaten you. They will use TV and the press, but you know the truth and you cannot close your eyes to it once they have been opened. Base your judgment on solid evidence that you have taken the time to research for yourself and shared with others. You have taken massive steps towards your goal. Freedom awaits you. You can feel the energy rising. It cannot be stopped. Your prayers are urgently requested to help rescue the young man who is in jail in the United States, falsely accused of a crime that never happened. Your thoughts and prayers could be instrumental in his release. Please help him. My dear, please try to get some rest. There is a lot resting on your shoulders. Always, your adoring, Monty. Channeled by Veronica Keane. MontagueKeane.com